mechanic say something?
Something.
Something else.
Trying to figure things out. Oh, what service? Thank you,
good.
sir.
Very good.
I want to get your reaction on camera when you taste this shit.
Just got some coffee from Scowen.
Rob, sit next to Mechanics here.
Okay, I'm eating the bagel.
And move back into the right a little bit. Actually, it looked really nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's it right there.
Perfect.
Are we on Shebar?
You're on. You're good.
Is this a question or just how it starts?
That's got a question mark. It's not numbered, but...
No, jeez.
We're recording.
Yeah?
In theory, we're recording right now. The screen just went totally black, though.
Crack this bad boy. Is it recording?
I believe so.
It is recording.
Are we on, Shebar? We're on.
Yeah, he said we're on.
Is it recording?
We are recording now.
When I was a young warthog.
Really? Shebar, I screwed it all up for you. I screwed everything up. What's going?
Are we filming this?
We're filming.
Oh, shit.
I feel like the sound quality is probably gonna be terrible on this thing.
I would imagine.
When he was a young warthog.
So is this like part of the MovieFest documentary?
Oh, hey! Oh, yo! Hey!
Will this footage be included in the documentary, or will it be cut like so much of my other footage?
Your footage, I didn't touch a single note.
Oh, well, you know, since we're airing matters out on video, I think I should mention that last year I sent you 3-4 minutes of Scowen walking to his truck, Scowen getting the mask out of the truck,
true.
Scowen walking back into his basement.
true.
I don't remember seeing any of that footage in the documentary.
Couldn't make it work, man. I had to cut for flow.
Yeah, I couldn't make it work either.
You couldn't make it work.
Not being able to make it work.
Yeah, you couldn't make it work.
Not being
in
able to make
person.
it.
Cheers. School.
In this very creepy basement.
Jesus.
Dick.
We waited a little too long, and
Excuse
now
me,
it's
let me just put my glasses.
now it's nighttime.
We've got dynamite this year.
Hope you enjoyed everybody else's beautiful daytime interviews.
What
You actually
Watch
do
out.
watch the recording. Now, I have a question for you.
My question for you.
Was that the question on this goddamn list?
That anywhere on the sheet of paper?
No.
I'm sorry. You're straying.
I'm already off topic.
What is happening?
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I used all my energy in the morning, so now I'm getting tired. Now I'm sleepy, Rob.
Can you just introduce like what we're doing here?
Hello, it's MovieFest 2022, and this is our dual confession booth.
Oh my god, it's so long.
I know.
Oh,
Do we have
it's
to do
so
all of them
long.
right now?
Yeah. Because this is the first half, and then you're stuck with some fucking loser in the second
Let's
half.
make them not funny, though.
That's my
We're
specialty.
doing this together. You want to read what's on your paper?
Dear Tom and Tom.
Zach and Alex.
That's me.
Tom K and Rob.
Sleepy Robin Elliott.
Hello.
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 Welcome to Beacon.
Did you have a good journey?
Shut up.
I don't care.
I'm just a piece of paper.
Nice. Very
A+
meta.
material.
I hope only our paper says that, by the way, and that not everyone is just repeating the same joke, because that would make me feel less special.
Okay.
Please answer the questions below.
Also, I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier.
I love you.
I love you.
Aww.
I love you.
Aww.
Aw, we love
It's
you
a lot
too.
of it's a lot of wit going into that. A lot of love.
How was your trip
Wait,
to
wait,
Beacon?
wait, wait.
What?
So this is question number 1.
I don't think you need to say. Okay.
You need to set up
Question-
question 1.
Question 1.
Good day, gentlemen.
It is 11:30 at night on MovieFest Eve, and you all know what that means. It's time to go to bed. No, I'm just kidding. It's time to go pick up Koenigs at JFK.
It's Thursday, June 9th,
Out here with one of my cherished MovieFest rituals.
Claremont, California.
6 a.m. I'm coming to you live from downtown Boston, Massachusetts,
The 5 a.m. walk for Tootsie Zambo.
where the journey to MovieFest is about to begin.
This is where the road to MovieFest 22 begins.
This is part of my required prep footage for the Shebar documentary.
All right, it is MovieFest Eve. I've got basically all I need. The blockbuster video game, party game, board game. It's not even a video game. And that's it. That's literally all I'm bringing to MovieFest.
I've already had a tour of my classroom before, but just take in this beautiful room here. So many flags, so much dynamic work over here. What else does a man want before MovieFest?
So I woke up at 5:30, and I'm hanging out on this beautiful Amtrak train, and I'm gonna pass out. I'm told the journey to MovieFest is about to begin.
On my way, leaving the building.
All right, so we're leaving the high desert area. We're on Scripps College campus of the Claremont Colleges.
No clothes, no anything. Just me and Blockbuster the party game. So, let's go.
Let's fucking go! MovieFest!
It's about 90-something degrees and dry as hell.
The journey to MovieFest begins.
I can only assume that means this whole weekend will have 0 precipitation, 0 moisture.
I am in disgusting 42nd Street Times Square, trying to drag this damn suitcase all the way to Grand Central so I can, I guess, hang out with Elliot.
Took on Diesel back in Montauk yesterday. Can't believe it's MovieFest cause we just finished in May.
Alright, look. MovieFest is great. But does Elliot have to be at every one? I mean, like, everyone?
Alright, so far we've done some walking, done some driving, about to take a bus, get on a plane, maybe take a subway, tomorrow we'll take a train. Got the full transportation odyssey going on here.
Running a little bit late, but just got those pre-MovieFest jitters.
Get on the bus. We're gonna need a bus.
The journey to MovieFest is beginning.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Last time I was here, I raised a glass to MovieFest's 21st birthday.
I couldn't if I tried.
The journey to MovieFest begins.
Today I'm here to say, you're turning 22 MovieFest. Congratulations on your graduation from college.
MovieFest.
We couldn't be more proud.
MovieFest.
Is it MovieFest 21 beer? No. It's MovieFest 22 beers.
MovieFest.
2 beers.
MovieFest.
Or maybe Rob will do 22 beers.
Rob's roll.
Pretty soon, the journey to MovieFest will begin.
Alright, we are wheels down in JFK and I'm middle of the night here and I'm going out to meet Elliot Dutcher, who, like a prince, has met me in the middle of the fucking night, picked me up and put me up at his place, all just to make MovieFest a little better. I just got a text from Elliot. He doesn't know how to find arrivals. This bodes well. Luckily JFK is a nice small airport. We should have no problem finding each other. Let's do this.
We gotta get the footage from both angles. Yeah.
Not going the right way.
There we go. Yeah. Oh. I also hope that Shebar is going. Let me get in. Yeah, we gotta get in both of them. There we go. This is great. That he's playing God Only Knows or whatever it is from Love Actually right now. All right.
Exactly.
There you go. There's that really shitty footage that we're both just looking at our phones.
MovieFest. I wasn't recording any of that.
Oh, weren't you good?
And now I'm recording now while we're talking.
All right, here's number one for you, Alex.
Ready?
Now that we've gotten acquainted, how was your trip to Beacon? And what do you think of this house?
Oh.
My trip was wonderful.
My trip to Beacon was very easy.
Elliot Dutcher, Prince Among Men, met me in the middle of the night at JFK wearing what I can only assume is one of like 5 identical tie-dye t-shirts, just so I would be able to identify him.
I went from my house in New Jersey to Grand Central Station and then hopped on a train, met you all right in front of the train.
This is going to be the best MovieFest ever.
This is the best part about my trip to Beacon, is that I made the exact same trip as 3 other people.
Got it.
So it's just the same foot. We took the train.
All right, we're walking in Grand Central Station right now.
You gotta show the ceiling. It's very important.
Very important ceiling, very impressive.
That's how they know you're a tourist.
We're gonna have MovieFest Eve, run right into MovieFest for the first time ever. I gotta stop this video because my coffee's really hot. It's burning my other hand.
Yep, okay.
Later.
All right, so we're here at Grand Central Station. We got here early enough that our train hasn't even been posted yet.
Hey!
I'm so sweaty.
Yeah! Welcome to the MovieFest documentary.
Yes, I wish I looked a little more presentable and hadn't just walked 20 blocks across Midtown.
Well, it'll be preserved for all time.
I love it.
Well, Elliot said he would be here in the terminal, but apparently he already went to the car. So now I gotta go find him in the train. He's already starting so well. B-roll, B-roll, B-roll. Well, that's enough of that. That's Kanan! Hi, buddy. Welcome to this side of the country. It's Gowan. Welcome to MovieFest. Oh, so exciting. And it's Gowan again. Yay! Pretty exciting. Thanks, Canny. Give a paper bag beer. You guys are classy as hell. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm not a New Yorker.
Living in New Jersey, you should drink much more on the train.
That's actually probably true. What do we got? I got a ticket? Oh, thank you, buddy. Woo!
So good. You know what we call that? That's a force 9 blowing on the Beaumont scale.
Are you worried that this year will you have more B-roll than actual stuff you can use?
I never have enough B-roll, Elliot. That's my secret, Captain. I never have enough B-roll.
Well, I think your secret is that like 80% of your documentary is professionals.
Yeah, that's also it.
Weekend over. I was going to say
Whoa!
B-roll.
B-roll! Yes, buddy. Oh yeah, welcome to Beacon. It's nice. It's good. MovieFest. Hour. Negative about, I don't know, 15 at this point. Already sick of these guys. Stormfront coming on the radio. Almost missed the train because I was getting chicken fingers.
Classic.
But then I got on the train. We rode it and arrived here.
Right from work.
First off, I got on the red line.
And then
The time came to change to the blue line.
this is where we put in applause.
It's pretty funny.
I worked on Friday. I worked a full day.
No.
I took a flight to the suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a known stopover on the route to Beacon.
On the route to Beacon. In fact, we all did that. We all stopped over in Pittsburgh and then...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why you're even saying that. It's so obvious.
That's rude. And I got off, walked across Midtown Manhattan with my suitcase, and got on another train with my beloved friends, and then Shebar almost missed the train because he was getting chicken fingers. I will say that they were pretty good.
I like that you said, my beloved friends and Shebar.
Freud's theories have mostly been discredited, but the theory of the Freudian slip remains
fact.
unchallenged.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that explains
but
your trip.
what do you think of the house? The question we can actually answer rather than the dumb one.
House is beautiful. House is perfect. Everything we need.
Built a little strangely.
I feel that I'm more comfortable when I'm in a house that's physically decrepit.
Tiles are coming off.
Where I can't light a stove burner or a grill, where doors don't open and close.
The doors open into other things.
It just makes me feel like I'm at home in my own decrepit house.
This tile has seen better days. Looks like it was installed by a small child, or perhaps a person who was high on PCP. Just go into the basement. Oh shit, you can't open the door. The door hits the fucking handrail. Check out the sweet TV we'll be using to watch MovieFest this year. This TV is probably 12, 14 inches. None of these burners can actually light, but they've helpfully, instead of fixing the stove, just left a lighter in a drawer.
Pretty stellar. Yeah, are you not going to answer anything about the house?
No, it's garbage.
What the fuck? Who is here? Shebar, check it out.
I hope the people that own the house don't watch this. Really nice setting, and made all the more so by the board games that Elliot has provided.
Turn, I need...
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
You can't open the box.
All right, Elliot, what do you got here?
we got the box.
Hey, the box!
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, wait for
Project.
Project.
You want to wait for Project? Okay, stop filming. Okay.
I eat these a lot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, Rob, big fan of board games.
Love board games.
So I went out and I made sure that he could enjoy MovieFest the board game version 2.
Oh my god.
Designed.
Wait, was there a version?
Yeah.
It was.
Some people at this table are aware of version 1.
It was rough.
That's just because you got killed.
So
I think I did get destroyed.
when you've got
MovieFest.
MovieFest, the board
That
game.
is wildly superior.
Well, most classrooms aren't this intoxicated.
Speak for yourself.
I'm going to show you
Never done.
3 of them.
3.
My
Complex,
goal
broad, and heavy.
is I am going to be trying to make a movie. Okay. Based on
Rob, what do you think of this?
I think it's awesome.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, act it.
Seabiscuit, horse, Jar Jar, any horse, war horse.
Move on, Koenig.
I did a bunch of those and didn't do it. For example, I didn't use any racing movie, and I did
That's
think
one
of
of the
that.
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
You know what?
That's so stupid.
You know what, Broderick? Then you should have challenged.
No, I'm sorry. You know what?
It's
you're right.
5
you're right.
people
A little-
agreed, and you don't. What do
You're
you
right. You're right.
You know what?
If you
I
ask
did
the
what I
average
could,
person,
Sheebar.
is
I
a
let
little
us down.
child
No, you did great.
No, I didn't
run around
tear
with
it.
a phone
That's a
like
chase. He's being
chasing-
chased.
I'm sorry,
Literally.
you guys are fucking idiots.
I chase my kids all the time.
Okay,
It's a chase scene.
I'm actually on the side of the people who are against the teachers, it turns out.
I can't believe we lost, honestly.
I think you did great.
That was obviously fine.
That's a total
What else would I say?
Rob, what's your favorite movie that you heard of tonight?
Ratatouille.
You love Ratatouille?
I love that movie. I love rats and cooking the meal.
Can you name
Ratatouille.
any of the characters in the movie Ratatouille?
There's Rat and there's the Frenchman and they cook ratatouille.
I would like a name. Can you name
The
one
rat's
name?
name is the Rat.
The rat's name is not
The
the rat.
rat's name is the Rat. We won.
Just throw.
We won.
How was your trip?
Lovely. I would have to say, I don't think any of that had to do with the house or Beacon. Those are
That's-
just board games.
That's true. Those are all just
are just
like
board
that's
games.
just what we did.
I got everything we need.
What do you got? You got Rabbit Run.
Running stuff.
Okay.
I got running shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I got another pair of shoes. I got my special running sandals. I got an umbrella. I hear it's supposed to be a storm front this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I got my ring light. I got my Sega Genesis in case we get bored. We need to play a little classic Sega Genesis.
Do you
guys like
Sonic?
Sonic
You
and
got
Knuckles?
Sonic?
Yeah, I got Sonic and I got Sonic and Knuckles.
Whoa.
Look at
Guy.
all these shoes I have. Wow!
Do you actually need help? This is where I could help you now that I'm done
Like
laughing.
after I'm literally doing it, I can't even see where I'm going. Might be 17, baby. Oh God!
If you can see me, you realize I'm holding nothing. So I don't know if this is clear enough to be fine.
You know
I made
who
him
did
carry
help
everything.
me? Alex Sheebar.
It was way funnier this way.
Question the second.
MovieFest has had its difficulties the last 2 years with pandemic and then hurricane. Are you worried at all about the successful completion of this year's fest?
It can't fail.
We are 10 hours in at this point.
Yeah, I don't see much chance of us failing to complete this year's fest unless, of course, we're all murdered.
Ooh.
I mean, Rob, it's currently beautiful outside. You should move everything in on a 5% chance of rain. So maybe I'm worried about Rob.
This is clearly directed at Thomas Broderick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For us to all shit on Tom
Like-
Broderick. No one has ever freaked out about any weather-related things at MovieFest that would cause a potential panic and then snowball in a way that would disrupt the fest at all. So I would be more worried if there was some sort of precedent for something like that. Given that there hasn't been, I'm very confident in the MovieFest leadership.
We need to set up us saying, yeah, it's good, so that when he cancels it later, like this is establishing footage right here.
Worst case
Or
scenario,
Whitewater running.
we just meet up in an awful New Jersey city.
Jersey pride, y'all let me show you. Because I'm from Weehawken, all day we jaywalking, living high up on the Palisades. Everybody be flocking to Weehawken.
Fine, it's fine. Won't be a problem.
So I guess the short answer would be, in a complete sentence, we have no worries at all. The third question is,
Yes.
are you worried about Broderick canceling MovieFest as you read this question?
Oh, wow, ooh, meta.
Broderick is notorious for canceling MovieFest. I think he's canceled at least 7 of them at this point. So yeah, I think that the odds are pretty good that as we're doing this interview, he'll come out and just say we're done.
Broderick's reign of terror is over. He can no longer destroy MovieFest because he hates it.
I remember vividly in 1997, we were having what was supposed to be the first MovieFest,
Yep.
and Broderick came out and canceled it. We didn't even have it again for several years.
I think Tom Broderick, he is a monster.
Yes, riddles in the dark. It's like a shark. It can't be stopped. You should have killed me when you had the chance, Charles.
He has a lot of hate in his heart.
It's true.
I can't tolerate rudeness.
No.
I won't brook it.
You don't.
It's
you don't
something
brook it.
with which I simply will not brook.
I don't want to say that the hatred that he holds within him caused last year's hurricane, but I'm implying it. Is Broderick canceling the fest? Will Broderick be canceled by the fest? also could be relevant. Uh-oh. Speaking of getting canceled. Uh-oh. Alright.
Here's the best part. He could have resolved it if his ADHD wasn't all over the place.
Who the
and like
fuck
he
are we
couldn't
talking
focus
about?
on
Are we
it.
talking about Patrick or Alex? I can't even keep track of all these people.
Oh, look at all the beers behind you. I don't want to have these beers behind you. There's too many beers behind
Look, you can see in the reflection.
Hi!
Rob, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What is your favorite MovieFest morning of tradition?
Running?
Okay. Mr. Broderick, what is your favorite MovieFest morning of tradition?
Being abandoned by the people I love from church.
Okay.
But you know what? We spend a lot of time gathered with the people from different coasts. I get going to bed at 9 p.m. and not seeing them in the morning as well.
Mr. Shebar.
Oh, usually it's not seeing any of you, and that's wonderful, but broken this year.
The Broderick already talking about masturbating.
Oh no, Mr. Koenig.
It's always the breakfast before.
Oh yeah, it is the breakfast. Mr. Van Scowen.
Can I steal you for a second?
I like to eat fruit roll-ups.
What are you guys gonna do?
Really, the morning of?
Yeah.
Oh well, we didn't get any, so
Shimar's mom isn't here, so we're missing a lot of important stuff.
we are.
Beautiful. Get out.
And let's get some B-roll shot of the
yeah.
pour-over,
This isn't
baby.
I'm not my technique because it's not that hot. So.
B-roll shots of the bagels.
Probably go to the grocery store before getting wasted.
Grocery, we should definitely be going to the grocery store right now.
Isn't Rob already drunk? He looks a little drunk.
Wait, what if we just deputize Dutcher to do all the work? That's fine. I just give me some keys.
Oh, Dutcher definitely the man you want to send to
He knows all about it. You guys want a bunch of black beans, oatmeal, and okay.
Celery. Nailed it.
Diarrhea for the entire movie.
It's time for some quality footage, Mr. Rob.
Hey.
Here we are, we're going to get some food. Fuck the other car. This is prime car.
Vegetarian?
Sure,
The
vegetarian
vegan
or
Italian
whatever.
restaurant
Yeah,
in
that's
town?
we'll see how that goes.
They have fast food, they have vegan food, they have pasta and vegan meatballs.
You learned a lot in your 1 minute of
I'm
Googling.
guessing.
Okay.
So this is the house I went to before.
That one's creepy, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
you're
that's the
right.
one I
Let's
pulled
get
in,
a-
I was like, wow, that does not
I'm
look
sure
like...
we won't have any haunted adventures with them over the night.
Getting some loose potatoes. New York state of mind.
So what do you think of Beacon so far?
I think it's adorable.
Would you live here?
I would.
You'd move your whole
I'd
family?
honestly, I'd be a real estate agent here.
Call Crystal right now and tell her you're moving here.
I will.
Do it.
Okay.
Call her.
Yep. Crystal, we're
know?
moving here.
Moving where?
What?
You didn't even hang up.
The beer store's not open. What?
Oh no.
Never mind. We never live here.
Who's here?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, back from a little stroll to Beacon.
Yeah, I got some coffee. We
Oh.
call it Beacon Roll.
Well, Elliot, best fest ever.
No, oh god, no. Are you kidding me? How could it possibly? It hasn't really even started yet. Like, this is just the pre-warm-up stuff. And honestly, it's paled in comparison to many previous fests.
Oh yeah, what made better fests before?
Probably last year, when 2 people were remote, and someone had to like sit in the corner and chat with them the whole time. That was pretty great. Also, all the movies being terrible and us being miserable. Probably the best year ever, I would say. And you have no videoed evidence of me claiming contrary.
It's very beautiful here in Beacon, New York. And that's why I, for one, am excited to go sit in a dark cave.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Welcome to MovieFest 2022. The confession booth, which is less of a booth and more of a beautiful outside space.
at least for part 1. So, continuing the tradition of last year, because some of you didn't get to do in-person dual interviews. Mostly
What is confession?
No.
Tell us what it is.
I don't know. Alright,
You
confession
encourage
is when you
yourself to
give
a
your
priest.
your deepest thoughts about MovieFest.
We absolve you.
Last year I thought it was really fun when you were all together. And so we're gonna do it again, although this year we're mixing up the pairs.
Ooh, mix
so,
and match.
First half will be out here, second half will be inside, probably upstairs. I will figure it out. First half together is Rob and Elliot. And then Tom B and Tom K. Look, I made you both Toms this time. Get your last names.
I feel so
Me and Zach. And then for second half, it's Tom B and Zach. Oh no. Tom K and Rob. And the co-chair is myself and Elliot.
Wait, I have a
You might
question.
help. I will also help you.
Why am I filming this? Do we leave these to blow away or take them inside?
No, just leave them to blow away. Wait, just leave them out.
Oh, I was gonna tuck them.
Okay, tucking was good.
You guys can enjoy.
So we could start right now. Elliot, why are we waiting?
What? Because it's not 10.
Oh, okay.
What? That's absurd.
Wait, don't we always every year shoot to start before the start time?
I know, right? Legitimately, we could actually start this year.
We are starting.
Can we set a record for the earliest movie fest ever?
You know what?
Yeah. You know the way to
Still wait till 9:59.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to start MovieFest 2022? No! I mean, not yet.
We've had over 40 films this year for the first time in years.
What?
Oh yeah, we have 44 films. In fact, I think we've had over 50 films.
Wow. That's incredible.
Will this make a good movie fest or a bad movie fest?
It doesn't fucking matter.
So I'll definitely take this
I'd
one.
love
'cause I
to
have
hear.
strong
I'd love
opinions
to hear.
on the number of films that we have.
Tell me what you think.
So far, MovieFest has been good.
In fact, fuck this question. This question sucks.
Elliot might argue with me, but I would say above average to maybe even good.
Rob,
I think the selection has added a little thing of what we've been missing in the past.
over under for the number of movies of She-Bars that he gets through.
Mostly been my films.
He almost always gets at least 4 or 5s.
I will say all of them are fantastic, but others might not agree.
But normally that's because he's the only one who brings movies. Now we have a lot of other options. You think over, under?
I think he's gonna get around 5 through.
You think he's gonna get 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate the vibe. What about you?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I don't think this is a good movie fest. I think it's an excellent movie.
Whoa!
Gowan's promised us
I would
was
say
nice.
all 5 movies have been good so far, including the 2 that I picked.
that after he gets this one last unwatchable film, he won't make any more demand.
Which you'll note are 40% of the movies we've watched so far.
Yeah, is that why it's excellent?
It's one of several contributing factors.
Fair enough.
The answer is exactly the same fucking movie fest because it doesn't matter how many films are on the list. Only She-Bar and Zach are gonna push their own picks, and then Dutcher will shrug and mutter about it in the back. I don't know, good, bad, these kind of like verbs of or adjectives of evaluation have very little role in deciding. It is just a movie fest.
So, Mr. Koenigs, which movie are you most excited to see this year?
Well, there are a lot of films on the list. It's an extensive menu this year, and the one that really just jumped out to me that I'm most excited about is The Yellow Submarine.
Oh, really?
I would like to propose to start the year off. Where the fuck is it?
Get that proposal in.
The movie The Edge of 17.
Oh,
Get
Weiss's
our
film.
obligation to Weiss out of the way. I mean, hey, Weiss.
Wait, what if we don't do it?
Well, you gotta propose a different movie.
What if give me one page?
I
support Edge of 17.
It's all stoppage time.
I think
baby.
somebody else said Hustle.
I'm gonna push
That's-
for
we don't
Barb
have
and
that.
Star
Why you-
goes to
on
Del Mar
Netflix.
or Rob pick.
I don't think this thing's gonna do.
Well, wait,
Doing very
what's
well.
the level of watching the movie?
But
Probably pretty low.
it's on the internet.
And also, we're in stoppage
You also
time.
have to.
You know, we should actually watch Buffalo 66, the Scowen pick, which is an amazing film, and we'll get the tone set correct.
Izzy gets to fuck across the
That was my pick.
back to it.
Add
Baby.
Hustle to the list. Great, I'm gonna creme wall it.
Only
All right. Edge of 17 then. Let's just go.
Undone again.
How did, excuse me, what was the method by which you feel that was decided?
We need a fucking booklet with the rules here.
Wait,
I need the
Buffalo 66?
Yeah, support Buffalo 66.
No, that's an insane first pick.
Why do you think we have suddenly got so many movie selections this year?
Actually, that's a great question. I think historically we've had a limit of 8 picks per person. But in fact, when I did the numbers this year, the only person who exceeded the 8 per person rule was you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is interesting because we do still have a fuck ton of movies.
You know, I had more movies that I was going to propose and didn't because everyone else had so many that I'm just like, I don't need to do this.
I think you see a lot of enthusiasm this year, and I think what that reflects is the high quality of the PHP code that has been administering the MovieFest selection process since January 2001.
Now, we've had some disengagement recently, some would say.
Because of last year, because of how disjointed it was, because of how, honestly, the experience wasn't super great. There were sort of not great MovieFest parts.
Bad at big movies.
And I don't even remember the movies we saw. Actually, we did see some good movies,
No,
but
they were all bad.
This year, beyond all other years, we actually tried a virtual movie selection. We actually all got together,
that was great.
looked at a page that Elliot had put together, and tried to make the best choices we possibly could based off the limited selection of films that were presented to us.
I'm going to stay on. I'm trying to.
Needless to say, I think there was an enthusiasm about this year's Movie Fest that carried over to selection.
Yeah.
Now I want you to know, Mr. Shebar, this is all being recorded.
Yay!
We were going to be together as a group, all 6 of us, and we were just excited. We wanted to get our picks in. And that's that. That's my perspective. If people were just happy to be back after the pandemic and the weird split, disjointed Movie Fest of last year.
I finally decided, you know what? After MovieFest The Reckoning, one of the worst experiences in my life, I realized that I couldn't leave this to Scowen and Shebar. I needed to put myself out there with picks such as Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
And Dr. Mordred to save fucking MovieFest.
Here's the thing. I don't think even 2 of us have seen Morbius.
I've seen Morbius.
I have not seen Morbius.
Whoa, we can watch Morbius?
It's Morbin time.
I think from my position, I thought that the moral arc of MovieFest would always bend towards good. I've realized that you have to fight for MovieFest. You can't just count on good forces to triumph. You need to get off the sidelines, come in, help out MovieFest.
So what Broderick is, I think that's actually just a intense ethical defense of the physical challenge that's about to happen to Buffalo 66. The moral arc bends, but only because
a lot of fucking grappling, so much grappling.
I think it was the virtual reality thing.
No, bullshit. No. Fuck you guys.
So, hello everyone, because Broderick's running late.
Look at Rob's hair, it's beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry, we have the banter phrase.
Did you?
I'll let us all banter.
Like Tom Broderick.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it.
We did that in anticipation of the fact you guys never proposed movies.
Last year, after the disaster of MovieFest 21, my co-chairman and I got together and we asked ourselves, what was the problem? And we both agreed the problem was Shebar. In that...
Aren't I the co-chairman in this situation?
This is my memory.
No,
of
and
it.
actually, I don't disagree.
It's now on camera. It's the truth. Because he is the only one. Oh, God damn you, Broderick. You son of a bitch. 12 seconds into my speech. I'm not going back. There's no more Blockbuster, no more Captain Video. It's hard for us to get together and select movies. You guys, of course, immediately ruined it by, for whatever reason, this is the one year that you've all suggested, even Koenigs has suggested movies, rendering what we're about to do totally worthless. Nonetheless, an idea came to me. I heard tell of a virtual reality Blockbuster video store in which you could roam the aisles and pick up any title you want. And to that end, ladies and gentlemen, I am prepared to take us into the 20-whatever century, except for the fact that it doesn't exist.
That site does not exist.
Correct. It was a one-day Netflix event in 2017, and since I scoured the internet looking for something that I could use with this, and have nothing.
My favorite part of this story is Elliot got excited about a rumor he once heard, bought expensive equipment, and then did the research.
I will don my VR headset and we are going to go to a website that randomly generates movies and just pretend it's Blockbuster and pick out movies because we couldn't think of anything better than this.
I would never suggest that this was not worth anyone's time on a Friday before we gather. Maybe the two fathers who need to request time away from their families.
Super important that you guys all
I would never.
So just to be clear, what you're proposing is we're basically going to see an endless series of wacky things.
Hey everybody, this is Frankie Carmichael, MovieFest Chief Audio Visual Technician. You might remember me from nothing, absolutely fucking nothing, as my previous footage was cut. Not salty about it, whatever. Didn't tell my kids or nothing, no big deal. I assume it was taken out because Shiba didn't want 7 minutes of some monotone, hacky, low-energy gimmick, but I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand genius or whatever. So for all you fucking ADHD Zoomers, here's some fucking TikToks of car crashes to keep your attention. I don't fucking know. So anyways, I'm gonna take you back to what we're seeing here. That's Elliot, he's me, just not doing this dumb accent. And we see him turning on his virtual reality program. You can also see some other Steam games he's playing, but whatever, he's too fucking lazy to edit that out. Now what happens here is what we in the business like to call an NFI. Well, no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea what happened. Virtual reality turns on and we lost the footage, all of it's gone, oopsies doopsies. Now, apparently, I'm fucking contractually obligated to do some sort of MS fucking whatever thing when things don't work, so yeah, here we go. I spent a lot of time on this, Anyway, here's Elliot. Yeah, no, I'm still doing the voice for this bit. I'm sure Shiva's super happy about that. Anyway, here's Elliot. He's fucking like ready to step into the future or some shit. We slip on the fucking VR googly goggles. Man, he looks pretty good. Welcome to the future, he says, something like that. I don't know. This is a flawless idea, says Tom Koenigs. Everyone can appreciate the thought and effort you put into this plan. This is going exactly as I expected, declares Alex Shiba, and if it isn't, I'll blame it all on Dutcha and disavow any involvement. Wait, I'm so confused, states Rib Amatruda. Why did this need to be in VR? What's even happening? Oh, good old rascal. I can only offer positivity and would never criticize my friend's endeavors, speaketh Tom Broderick. The future is here, and it looks amazing.
How many movies do you remember us actually selecting?
There were at least like 4 or 5. There was the rodeo one.
I would have put the over-under at 0.
No. There was 9.5 weeks. There was the rodeo one. Weiss's film. Literally our first film of the afternoon.
Weiss's film.
I would like to officially pick The Edge of 17, shouts Eric Weiss. This is official. It's canon. I totally 100% picked that movie, and now you have fucking footage to prove it. There you go. It's a Weiss pick. It's not in debate anymore.
Edge of 17.
Edge of
Weiss, 17 by Eric Weiss.
You may not be here physically, but you're here in our hearts by kind of half-heartedly choosing that film. So, we miss you, buddy.
Buffalo 66 is a masterpiece of cinematic excellence, opines Zachary Van Scowen. And yeah, that's there you have it. That's all the effort I put into this. Sorry, Shiba. But before I go, I want to give you a little touch of the whole virtual reality bumbo mumbo or whatever. So here, for the first time in MovieFest history, is a taste of the future. Thanks for taking this look into the future with me. We now return you to your regular MovieFest footage.
Any movie you're excited to see this year?
Morbius, baby.
It's Morbin time.
Morbius.
You know, a lot of Koenig's.
Every year, I'm always most excited to see Yellow Submarine.
I'm going to use this segment to talk about how proud of Koenig's I am.
You answer this question.
You're going to leave the confessional?
I'll be right back. You answer. I don't give a fuck about what you're going to say.
Alcohol? Is that what you're doing?
I'm drinking seltzer water. What I'm going to do...
Booze hound? Yes.
We're in direct sunlight right now. I'm very cognizant of the sun rays hitting my face. I'm going to go put on some sunscreen.
That is absolutely
I'm going to
insane.
sunscreen up.
Like
I'm going to get my... I need to get... It's right on my face. This is direct UVs, my man.
I knew you didn't want to be my partner. I knew you didn't want to be my partner.
You answer this question.
When we were announcing partners, I could see it in your face. You were like, "Oh, I'm not with TK."
I was hoping for Zach.
Nuts. I mean, nuts.
I am with TK. I think TK is my second partner.
Oh, God damn it.
Here, you keep answering your
No, I'll do it by
bullshit
myself.
question.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
no, I'll be
you
right
know
back.
what?
I got a sunscreen.
Dishonor the great name of the confessional.
The movie I was most excited to see was the one they're currently watching right now, called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Sucked into a bagel.
I think it is one of the best films that has been made in the last 10 years. It has a little bit of something for everything. Sci-fi, weirdness, queer cinema, generational trauma, immigrant stories. It's just perfect.
And the Oscar goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Are you excited? Any movies? Wait, what are we even doing?
Zach disagrees.
No, in fact, I have to agree with you. I think the movie I was most excited to see is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And that's why I'm so mad that I'm out in the yard right now during part 2 of that film, missing the entire remainder of the movie in order to capture these pathetic moments of waning daylight.
You know, none of Rob's. He is dead to me now that he has abandoned me in the middle of the confessional because it's overcast. It is overcast. You know? It's bullshit.
But you do it for the history. You do it for the record books.
History and the lulz, man.
Yeah,
history and the lulz.
That's all we need.
I'm going to use this opportunity, of course, to talk about Mr. Tom Koenigs. I'm very proud of him. He has picked a lot of, boring dramas and foreign films, really long, awful foreign films, and that just speaks to my heart. He is picking the movies that years ago I told myself I couldn't do anymore because I have to respect this collective gaggle of idiots. He says, no, I'm going to pick the most unwatchable films I can think of and throw them out at you. And I really respect that. I'm optimistic for a few of even Alex Shebar's. That is very rare for me. Normally all of his movies, they suck balls. But there are a couple on there I'm looking at, maybe they won't be so bad. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Look who decided to come back. Oh, okay, that's actually a pretty nice bit. I like that. Okay, that was good. That was good. That's funny. That you put it on your nose.
I put it on my nose.
It's be all goopy. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's like, every year I get back together with my good friends who I haven't seen for a really long time, and it's really special for me
to see the back of their heads as they look down
at their
various
phones.
devices. It's made it easier to keep track of the hairline rankings in real time. You really get a good view as to where everyone stands throughout the fest.
But I will say this, the Blue Meanies never fucking look in their phones, and that's why I'm always most excited.
Fucking MovieFest woodchuck. This is a sign, man.
What's it a sign of?
It's a sign blessing MovieFest with his woodchuck presence. Oh, look, he's standing up for us.
Is it gonna keep going?
Oh, it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
He wants to see the movie, but not this movie. This movie sucks.
Vertical video?
Oh, no.
Currently watching Ambulance. Dutcher, do you know what? We're fucking shark. We don't slow down.
Wait, take a piece of paper and a pen and write this down. Fuck you. Greetings from MovieFest. I'm sipping on a glass of tasty Fireball whiskey and watching Vincent Gallo's classic Buffalo 66. Alex, tell me your thoughts on the film that we're currently watching, Short Bus, by the acclaimed director John Cameron Mitchell.
So here's my thoughts on the film Short Bus. Sometimes you feel like you have an idea for a movie and you have no story, and at that point you should probably workshop the film, but this movie director decided to just make that film. That's a bold step. I'm not sure it's the right step, but it's a bold step. So.
Broderick, would you care to comment on your thoughts on the movie Short Bus by acclaimed director John Cameron Mitchell?
Well, like I said, I'm feeling pretty sweaty. Please edit those out of the video.
Can't blame you. Koenigs, thoughts on Short Bus?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah?
Super like.
It's not over yet.
It's still going. Yeah, you're right.
It's about to end. This is the end. Elliot, what do you think? Short Bus.
I thought Haley Steinfeld did a great performance.
Yeah, she did great.
A weird career turn for her, to be sure. Rob, thoughts on Short Bus?
My thoughts on Short Bus, they follow an arc of not liking it, to sort of liking it, to liking it, to not liking it.
Would you like me to read the long one?
I would love you to read the long one.
This is a long one.
This is
Get
so
yourself
long.
comfortable.
I gotta do a whole frickin' ramp up.
Are you gonna read the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
We gotta
Hang
stretch.
on.
We gotta stretch. Make this happen.
All right, feeling good. Feeling
Okay,
good.
I'm good. Go, go, go.
Nice.
When the original MovieFest Constitution
Was created. It's a little dark to read. Esteemed co-chairman
Elliot Dutcher,
That's you.
in his infinite and flawless wisdom,
Imposed the purgatory rule.
This stated that a movie that was brought into any movie fest could never be watched in future fests, even if it wasn't selected.
Very true.
Also, in his infinite wisdom, no actual tangible list exists of purgatory movies.
So instead, we rely on his wackily unreliable memory.
Oh, this is your question.
now that you've read this text in order to explain the rule for Shebar's
Viewing audience, and I would just like to add that if you use someone else reading this text when I've done such a great job,
You'll be furious.
I don't even want to say what
I get it. Understandable.
Do you believe the rule of purgatory should continue?
I hate this question.
I was unaware of the rule of purgatory, first of all.
I'll give you an example. Years ago, you brought the movie Hobo with a Shotgun to MovieFest, and we didn't watch it.
Would have been a great day.
And now we can never watch it because we didn't pick it.
I'm gonna sleep in your bloody carcasses tonight!
That's always been a rule. The problem is, I don't really keep a list.
Oh, so there's no list.
So it's like, it's up to me to randomly remember, did so-and-so bring this movie in the past? Do we feel that that rule should continue? Because we brought like 40-something films, we're going to watch 10 of them. Maybe people want to try some of these films next year that we don't watch.
So Elliot claims that he has, what was it? What was the phrase?
Wackily unreliable memory.
Wackily unreliable memory. I will challenge that immediately because somebody will go, hey, did we watch The Perfect Nose? And he'll be like, yes, that was MovieFest 3. It was the third movie.
I have to
MovieFest
agree.
3.
Elliot has a mind like a steel
It
trap,
is
but only for
unbelievable.
useless trivia.
Absolutely true. And this is, nothing is more useless than a MovieFest selection pick.
It is a strange rule.
Sure.
I defer to Dutcher's wisdom. If he says that a movie... No, you know what? That's fucking stupid. I changed my mind on the fly. If a movie's not selected unless it's a Scowen film...
There have definitely been films I have proposed where Elliot is like, that one, ineligible. And then I put it on anyway, because what's he going to do?
I think only Scowen and Shebar should be held to that rule.
There's no
Stop
chance
it.
he's just making this all.
Yeah, I think there it is.
Even when I would have loved to watch Hobo with a Shotgun because it's a great film.
Spread the word.
And I think that people would love it.
Yeah.
Or try to rewatch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which I think would have been a great
You
movie
even
fest
want to
pick.
rewatch films that we
Well, so that
turned
was
off.
physical challenge.
Yeah.
So
We
that
got a
would be
few.
my question.
That
Could
would
we
be
then,
interesting.
Because as we age, as you know, we develop, we change,
That's
change
right.
in different directions.
That's
So
right.
as we get older, people might now have a taste for Hobo with a Shotgun or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So the idea is, as we change and develop, our movie taste,
sure,
they do as well.
Hot damn, I never rode in a convertible before!
Is that right? Well, I guess you're about ready then, aren't you?
Well, you know what? I got a question for the confessional next year already lined up now.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you there.
Fair, okay.
I think, Americans as a people are complex. We have a complex culture. MovieFest doubly so. But if there's one thing that's clear is that we all secretly crave an iron-willed strong man who tells us what we can and cannot do and is unbending.
And that's Elliot.
That's Elliot.
That's Elliot Dutcher. That's every day an iron-willed strong man. If you look at him,
He's
that's
a frightening
that's who
man.
you think of.
I think that's reflected in the reactions of his coworkers and peers who will openly flee. when
Strangers
they see him
too.
coming in
They
the street.
just run.
Yeah, he's a frightening man. Can't so much as buy coffee without causing a
Children cry. Nuns weep in the street. It's
pretty brutal.
It's just a lot to be around him.
Kind of forgot how we got here.
Nah.
Do you have any thoughts on that, or was your question?
Oh, yeah, the rule of purgatory. I personally feel that we should get rid of it.
We should abolish it?
Yeah, we should abolish it just because I don't keep a list, so it seems unfair. But I more care about people's wacky answers to this.
Yes, of
That's
course.
non-situation.
Who's to say? Bradrick, you know how before you were currently living, you were not alive, right? Like your parents lived prior to you.
Not sure that's true.
So let me ask you this: that your parents had a life before you were born.
My career isn't based
That
on
you don't
acknowledging
remember,
that at all.
dude. That you don't remember that you were not born yet. So you for an infinite amount of time were not born, and then now you're born, and you will soon die in the infinity of schemes.
I think the issue is.
So you know that life insurance, which is $29.99 a month,
$29.99. Don't pay that much.
Will not fucking matter in the scheme of things.
When you're trying to buy a new minivan, $29.99, you can't afford that. I understand. My dad was simply a man, and he felt like he should provide for his family, so he got life insurance. I understand that you can't produce men
Or protect.
or protect them. In fact, it seems.
Can't
So
produce
you're
men,
gonna
can't
go
protect the
sans
rest.
life insurance. I understand it.
Come
with the blues. Right, then how did you do?
Shut the fuck up.
Give us the
Shut
logistics.
the story.
Give us the logistics.
I'm literally telling you. Shut the fuck up.
You keep talking about.
I don't know.
You listening to music in your room.
So, you guys don't even understand. So Tom Koenig and I were in a class.
Yeah.
And I would slowly enmesh so him and we weren't even in a class. Him and I had lunch together. And we would, not only would we talk about music, but we would take paper airplanes and we would throw them in the hallway, the gym hallway.
This is so detailed.
And this was when we were in 10th grade, I believe. So Tom Koenig and I would sit there. I would talk about the Beatles and how much I like the Beatles. I would tell him lyrics. And this is, I'm not even lying. I would tell him lyrics that I liked from Beatles songs that I had been listening to the night before practicing. Literally practicing! You don't understand this. Ask Lisa Amatruda. I would practice Beatles lyrics in my room. I would listen to them so that I could talk Tom Koenig in the hallway about Beatles lyrics. I doubt he remembers. And I had to mesh myself.
I remember our lunches. I remember our 10th grade lunches. I remember studying Beatles
so that I
lyrics.
could slowly build up my relationship.
I guess the logistics.
Because we were having like slumber parties, sleepover parties for years.
So
years. Like, how did you get into
I was
those?
also sort of connected through Adam. So Adam and
That's what I was
Tom
thinking. Adam
were
was
very
never
connected.
Let's go on the record officially. Oh, this is good. This is controversial. And so here's what I'm going to do for this question. I'm actually going to frame this a little for you.
Okay.
We're both going to answer simultaneously, and we're not going to do it verbally. We're going to use a thumbs up and thumbs down format, and I'm not going to look at what you do and vice versa.
I love that.
All right.
All right, so hands out?
Hands out. On the record, do you support Dutcher's proposed change from the rule of 3 to the rule of 2?
Ah!
Yeah, this is important. Establish it, again, for the viewing audience. Like, what a garbage question, Broderick. No, he didn't establish.
He didn't establish the context of the question.
like,
so people are going to be, us watching it later,
This is
the
what you
only
get
people
from the rule of
that
3
watch
crowd.
this film will be completely confused about what's going on.
I almost feel like this has changed since this question was posed, and we've now gone back to the rule of 3, as I understand.
No, the rule of 3 stands.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain it? You'd explain it better.
Okay,
I'm a bad
so
explainer.
essentially, when we started this, there were 8 members who, well, really only 7 that first year, yeah. But then there were 8 people. And the rule that came up with is that 3 seemed a nice proportional amount based on 8, where if 3 or more people had seen a film, you can't watch it.
Dutcher has made the radical proposal that it shift to the rule of 2.
Wow.
Now I don't know if you have thoughts. I have strong thoughts on this.
No, go
but-
first.
The rule of 3 is a foundational structure that MovieFest has been built upon. If 3 people have seen a movie, the movie cannot be watched. You're not going to just start playing around with this willy-nilly.
We are trying to not see films that too many people have already seen.
I think that as members of the group inevitably begin to die, it will be infeasible to create a quorum.
You know what? At that point, then you can watch whatever you want. Elliot can just go through and just...
Touche.
When Elliot is the last man standing.
Yeah, I have a corollary question. Do you believe Elliot will outlive us all, and why?
Yes, Elliot will be the last one, just by pure force of will to get to MovieFest 100. He will not die until he hits those numbers.
My perspective is I like the idea of maintaining percentages. The only problem with that is that it doesn't factor in if we do have a 7-person group in the future, and then would it change?
Nope.
I think keeping the percentage the same is the thing that should matter.
The rule is if it's 6 or lower. So if you have 7 people, if Weiss were here, it would still be a rule of 3. Because we're 6, it becomes 2. If we're ever, I think I said 4, we become 1.
I'm on board with that. It's just, it makes sense. I think it would just be, we need to put it into place. Once it's in the Constitution, once it's part of the rules, I think I would be down with it. It makes a lot of sense.
All right, thank you. That is my logic behind it. You can now cut to Broderick's rant against it. Like his drunken spiel.
The rule of 3 is a sacred part of MovieFest. Sacred fucking part. Dutcher is out here trying to change the very institution of MovieFest. Okay? Suddenly, right? Speaking of that fucking man, if you go from the fact that you have 3 people seeing the film to now 2 have seen it and you can't fucking see the movie, will we ever see good movies again at MovieFest? Because if there's one thing this fest is known for, it's the quality of the films. And the rule of 3 has protected that clearly this whole time.
Man makes good points.
Yeah. It's hard to argue. So no, I say stand with tradition, oppose Dutcher. I am standing athwart the tides of Dutcher's radicalism, yelling no. And that's where I'll stand.
Oh my god.
What's the next question?
Hey, Mr. Shebar, what's your favorite chase scene in MovieFest history?
There was a movie called, I believe it's called Runaway Train with Denzel Washington.
Sure.
Runaway Train.
That's it.
And
Yep.
pretty sure it was called Runaway Train. And I think there were lots of people chasing that train, and that's pretty.
That's your
memorable in
favorite
my
chase?
mind.
All right, Mr. Broderick.
I actually do think it's the Denzel train.
You think it's unstoppable? They were. Great. Well done, Mr. Brod, or whatever your name is.
The finest chase scene in MovieFest history occurred in the film Divorce Italian Style. The
Uh-huh.
scene was the whole film, which represents the fundamental chase for love that we all undergo. As
Yeah. Okay, that was a great answer. Mr. Rob.
Did we say Home Alone yet?
No one said Home Alone.
Was that a MovieFest movie?
Sure.
Yeah, I like
Good
the
call.
one.
It was year 1. The correct answer, however, is of course the movie Premium Rush with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where he was the bicycle guy.
Have a nice day, douchebag! How do you remember this fucking movie? I would like to picture Dutcher as flashcards and before MovieFest quizzes himself.
Yep.
Premium Rush. MovieFest 17.
Or you can just be a normal person and fucking
Was
Yeah.
Premium Rush one year the best movie?
It was very high up.
That
Yeah.
year was so bad that it was
Yeah.
like not even close, I recall.
Last year, Shebar tricked you into a Rickroll. Do you feel nervous that the words you're saying right now will be used against you somehow?
Oh, yes, I feel really nervous.
MovieFest!
I think that if people don't want their words taken brutally out of context and used against them, then they shouldn't have used those specific words.
That's fair.
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember the Rickroll? Oh, that was nice.
No, I never worry about the things I say that are caught on camera forever.
Like he took our confessional words, like the questions, and repieced them together. Into it was cute.
Never gonna give you. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
No, I want him to. I would love him to do that again. Like, if he fucking like plastic loves us into whatever, who cares?
I may or may not have included a question last year asking if MovieFest was a dessert, what dessert would it be? Solely so I could use the phrase "would not desert you" from the song "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
Really
and
is offensive now that you mention it.
Just so long as he doesn't misrepresent my brand.
Yes.
That's really important.
I don't know, man.
You've changed your mind
I'm
immediately.
pouring one out for your dignity. I'm not pouring it out. It's very expensive.
So good.
Elliot has a very set brand.
Right.
And what is that again?
Creepy. Oh my God, what is this?
That was nothing. Oh no, it was something.
Somebody thinks they can just interrupt our confessional.
Right at the most important part.
We're trying
the
to get through
creepy
this
brand.
so we can get back to Short Bus, which we both really want to watch.
We're fine staying here.
Okay.
You are gonna love it.
Mr. Rob.
Yes.
What genre of movie would you like to see more of at MovieFest?
Animated movies. We don't really watch that many.
Don't watch that
animated
many?
movies.
What about the one with all the talking penises? We watched that a while ago.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we have Wizards this year.
Ralph Bakshi's epic animated adventure, Wizards, rated PG.
Is that an animated movie?
Wizards?
Did you bring it?
I was the. It's
Oh my
a
God.
rack.
Wow, that'll be weird when we don't watch it.
All right, number 10, this is the last one.
Predictions for the second half of MovieFest.
Just like that's the thing, it doesn't say anything else.
Questions? Or
That's the
just
question.
It's got a question mark.
Question mark.
Do we have predictions?
I think it's asking you to make some predictions.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Any predictions
Any
that
predictions?
we might have?
Here's the best part. We did this in movie 2. We're only like an hour and a half into MovieFest, and we're predicting the second half.
All right, I got a couple.
Prediction.
Well, as darkness falls, the tone of MovieFest always changes dramatically, and as you can see, darkness is coming very close to falling upon us now. We're gonna see a lot more frightening reactions from people we thought we know and love as the day unfolds, and I think ultimately we're all gonna die here.
Yeah.
Buffalo 66, not the last Scowen pick, despite the agreement. Our Munich pact with Scowen will not age well. I actually think this movie fest is going to be easier ending at 10 instead of 1. Those extra 3 hours, I think, are going to be so clutch.
We have not hit midnight, the witching hour, and that's when the Beacon Strangler, who has not been seen for 20 years to the day, will make his re-emergence this evening. So when you get this footage, this is the wonderful before footage, and then of course it's us running and screaming and blood. So I hope you enjoyed our interview here as we still have all our body parts intact.
By the way, did I ever tell you I used to live in Beacon?
No, I didn't.
I moved away around, it was like 2010.
2010 you say? To the day?
Yeah.
I think Wacky Wig will hit.
Ooh, that's bold.
I predict the end of MovieFest is really going to sneak up on us quickly this year. My real prediction is that the second half of MovieFest is going to be a really wonderful time where we're going to spend a lot of our good time with our friends, watch some fun films, and make some beautiful memories that will last at least a lifetime, and then probably for a long time in purgatory.
Well, that was great.
So
Let's take it out.
That was it. That was the first part of the confession.
Now, please return in the second half of MovieFest with your new partner.
Oh.
I'd say that I bet he's more handsome than the partner you have now, but that would be impossible.
Aww.
They all say that, or is just this one?
They all say that.
Okay, that's nice.
But it's still nice.
I wonder if Short Bus is still going, or should we just take another
We
hour?
could just do another round of these questions again?
Okay.
Look out for the wire. The wire, damn it.
You actually want me to talk about
No,
that?
it's sure.
Well,
Okay.
Shebar sent a somewhat annoyed email suggesting that a great tribulation that's spent, especially editing down the material from some questions which he might not have thought had like the incredible intellectual work that maybe some of the people who came up with them thought they did. It's fair. And as I just said, not at all 30 seconds ago, I am a vengeful person. So I give you the Koenig supplement to the MovieFest interview. Here's one for you, Dutcher.
Thank you, sir.
When do you want us to answer these?
Whenever I mean, it's going to take most of MovieFest to do so. I think it's a nice trim 24 questions.
Ooh, I like the official envelope.
Shebar, it's for yourself.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Please give them all the thought they deserve.
Alright. Bullshit
Do I have to research WNBA players ahead of time?
Exactly.
So here's the question, Koenig. Do we get to send you the clips to be edited? Is this how this works?
Yeah. He is on staff.
So it is old Rob here, and we are attempting the Koenig's questions.
Koenig's is questionnaire.
I'm just gonna go down the line because there's a lot, and this is endless footage.
The obvious answer here is circle jerk.
Even if I take 30 seconds on each, that's still a lot for Shebar to sort through, which is good because I want him to suffer.
Probably won't even make it in.
He's not gonna edit this whole fucking thing in there.
Whichever one I remember, which is none of them.
So
it's me.
Tom Broderick would be like the slime mold.
Weirdly.
I think I'll just be cranky and tired and miserable.
He's got his TikTok fans to think of.
While I am already a massively successful TikTok star,
he can't be thinking of his close friends.
I think Alex would be an eclair. And that question is my favorite of all time.
A haterism. Yeah, oh yeah.
So glad you have to watch all this fucking shit, Shebar.
Too busy thinking about toggling that Shaz Blaster to ever do so.
That was gummy worm flip.
I'm gonna zag here.
Sometimes you gotta live the good life.
You're not wrong. You might be right.
You might be right.
You might be right.
Any Billy Joel song.
Zombify.
Maybe
you may be crazy.
Who are you talking to? He'd just be like, fuck Koenig. I'm sort of okay with that. It's gonna be fuck Koenig.
One good thing about Rob is he's never showed up with a weird itch to any other group events and like rubbed his arm on anyone.
any answer other than Yellow Submarine is absurd.
It is not 7 hours. Actually, maybe it is.
No, it is currently not exactly 7 hours 43. Actually, wait.
Only bookmark I have is the Culture Wharf haterism post. It won't be anything sexy. It'll just be that.
We want Broderick's disaster of a MovieFest documentary.
We're pausing this for a moment because I'm going to grab a beer.
If Alex Shebar tragically dies,
when does Dutcher die?
But then after I'm gone, you can't do it anymore, obviously. That's not giving sense.
be reaching the female orgasm.
Tip my hat to you.
I unfortunately do not have any memories.
That's an interesting one.
Wizards.
I would never be mean on a recorded camera to Shebar.
Broderick shouldn't be here, but that's not unpopular.
And mowing his lawn at one point.
This is a ridiculous question that I'm not going to answer.
Let the dice roll on that one.
The rupture was always going to happen at some point.
Rapture?
Obviously, yeah, the rapture.
Oh my god.
You getting that ass shot. Get that ass shot in, baby.
Honestly, Rob's the person who gets zombied first.
Even more than any sort of Yellow Submarine.
Cullen.
About my own books.
Because it seems that people keep getting cut.
Professional time. I did fall asleep.
Being at MovieFest is like one constant orgasm.
You know, we're being filmed, by the way. You're going to be the one
delete
canceled.
this all, delete this all. Yeah. Has he attended MovieFest this year? Because it's somewhat unclear.
Fast truth.
You're not wrong.
Oh.
Oops. Oops.
Don't put that in the documentary.
Well, I acknowledge what you did, Koenig.
We're sharks. We don't stop. I am the rules.
I am done.
27 more questions for the second half. I'm about to break out the envelopes.
As a more dynamic member, we need you to perform these questions.
Fair enough.
Welcome back.
You seem a little sleepy.
I'm a little sleepy, so we'll see. We'll see how this interview goes.
Well, you can go home and take a nap when this is over.
I can't.
So you can
I
rest.
can't. I gotta go right on a plane. I'm right on a plane.
No, I don't think that's true.
Literally on a plane.
Man, I love the little milk jug.
This thing is
You've
great.
been drinking the whole time with that.
Absolutely. Welcome to the second half of MovieFest. I hope you feel like your time has been well spent and that doing this is worth one day of your life. You won't live forever. Each day you lose is a day you'll never get back. Are you where you want to be now? If the answer is yes, please answer these new questions with your new partner. If no, same response. No, I don't love any of you, so I'm not gonna. Do you want to say the
Sure.
I still love you part?
I still love you.
Yeah, gross.
Great.
All right, and hand it back to me for question number one. Excellent.
How has your MovieFest been so far?
Do you want to feel
No,
that?
no, you go first.
This is our first time renting a place. We've been together since Friday. I wasn't sure if that would enhance or deteriorate the experience.
And now we know.
I think enhance.
Okay. You know what the word means, right?
My movie fest so far has been really positive. 2 runs. I got a lot of time spent with friends, and it's just been really smooth.
I am not tired at all. Petite maman really reinvigorated me. You know what? It did. And you know who it didn't reinvigorate? Is Mr. Alex Shebar.
I wasn't there for it.
Who missed a time travel movie.
Yeah, I love a good
That
time
is
travel movie.
Probably not in French, and definitely not this one. They time traveled and then they ate like porridge and made like huts in the woods. It was really French.
Yeah, it's been a great movie fest this far. I've had a lot of fun, watched a lot of movies, year of good movies, came through again, and even more than that. Wacky Wig! No! Wacky Wig hit!
Wacky Wig hit?
Wacky Wig hit a short film that doesn't qualify for MovieFest.
It has a sense of the moment.
It's amazing. Wacky Wig.
So,
Wacky Wig.
how am I gonna do this? Okay.
Scout and sleeping.
1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20 we re-roll.
Wait, how does that?
Does that make sense? No.
No.
Well, because I have a 20-sided die, but 40-something movies.
Yeah, that's maybe we might have to call Zach. No, you have to roll twice, Dutcher. You add the numbers of the 2 rolls.
But then you can't possibly get a 1.
Okay.
So, this is the. What's the
Did you
cutoff?
never anticipate this coming up?
Well, this is way too many movies. Usually we have less than 20. All right. Here, After Marry Me is the halfway, or I guess it'll have to be technically Los Angeles Plays Itself is the halfway. So, odds, evens.
And then we'll roll again.
And then we roll again.
Makes sense.
That isn't even. Oh, another 20. So,
Oh my God.
Starting with Lost Daughter. However, here's the best part. I think that there's more than 20 movies this way.
Now, ones we've watched already, though.
20, correct. Ones that we've watched. So, the first two movies we're going to skip will be Morbius and Petite Maman. Now, what'll be interesting is if it rolls a 6, because that's the mystery of the leaping fish, which is not a movie. It should not qualify.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't qualify.
But
No, it doesn't.
MovieFest would have said otherwise.
Now, why did someone put it on the menu?
That's true. I put it on the menu specifically so I could strike it down in its moment of triumph. So we're starting at The Lost Daughter.
Do it.
Lost Daughter. That is
6.
Los Angeles Plays Itself.
Come and look at that 6.
That was like a 7 to me. Oh, there's the 6.
So not a movie though. It's 25 minutes.
But we've angered the wacky wig gods before.
I feel like you have to play it now.
Qualify as a
roll
movie.
again.
It absolutely qualifies. No, the literal rule of MovieFest is 45 or more.
Movies of that length
60
didn't
minutes.
exist then.
But that
Movies to
doesn't
amend the
matter.
Constitution.
I feel like
to
you have to
exempt
play it. You
non-citizen
rolled a
from-
6.
That is a short film.
Yeah. I think at this point you gotta play the short film.
Wait. Wacky wig. Evens, we watch it.
Okay.
Odds, we re-roll.
Even this is tempting the gods.
I agree with you. I agree.
I think we just play it, but alright.
That's an even. We
That
have
we,
to
we
watch
have
it.
to watch it.
We have to
Put it
watch
on.
it.
Amazing.
History of the living
Ah,
fish to tell
absolutely
about
incredible.
the wicked kid. A chance to change its mind, but it rolled it again.
Who did this film?
Me, it's another Scouting classic.
And Wacky has expanded the universe and pulled out a short film.
Now that Wacky Wig has finally hit, after more than half a decade of silence, it seems to have rendered its verdict that short films are acceptable.
You know what? No.
You disagree with
Carve out a
Wacky Wig's
Wacky Wig exception.
a Wacky Wig
Wig
exception.
exception.
So in the future, I can propose short films, but they can only be watched if
selected by
Wacky
a
Wig.
Wacky Wig. Yeah.
So like all sorts of trailblazing, groundbreaking, new MovieFest moments that I'm just happy to be a part of with my dear, dear friends, and it's really special to me.
First time in 7 years. I think Elliot did the math at one point about Wacky Wig, and since statistics continue to add and snowball, I think it was something like, I think he said it was like 1 in 10,000 possibility it would hit because of the snowball effect of statistics. That's what Elliot told me, at least. I don't know if it's true or false. I don't know much about statistics.
I don't know how it could be false.
Elliot's a wise man.
Continuing my duty as official videographer, because I'm the official videographer. Drafting going on right now. Shebar feeling a little bit better while beating down on Rob. Scowen taking a break because losing to Shebar when he gets snappy and like happy sucks. Dutcher Koenigs clearly going at it behind me. Everything going as well as it possibly can.
We're here at 2:25 a.m. Beacon, New York. The cast of MovieFest is thinned out. Consensus on a movie difficult to find.
That would have been great. That would have been fun. That would have been great.
We're busy talking about what would have been great if we'd done our lives differently.
Are you happier with your new partner? Why or why not?
Who was my first partner?
No.
Oh, Elliot. Elliot was my first partner.
Come on, I had Rob.
I am neutral towards both.
Did you know that he had a video get 2 million views at TikTok?
2 million wobbly leg views.
And then I'm his partner?
While I don't think either are the funniest group members.
Yeah, he was a great partner.
Or we have the most charisma.
No.
Charisma? No.
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
I hope that I can get a hashtag shout out for Elliot's
And a
couch
free
to
t-shirt.
average.
Hey, a lot of you guys been saying to me lately, hey Rob, we love the page, we love the channel, but you're missing one thing, a theme song.
And if we, that's not. That's,
Oh, yeah, that's never gonna happen. All
come
right,
on,
that's
man.
fair.
Rob's Road, Rob's Road, running time, excellent. Rob's Road, running time, excellent.
Pipe dreams.
My last partner was Zach Van Schouwen, where he tried to murder me. Did not succeed because I'm here. So I would say at least a little better.
A little better.
Well, if I learned anything from the movie Short Bus, it's that switching up partners is good and healthy, and the only way you can achieve an orgasm.
It's all very good. That would have been awesome.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
That would be amazing. You can't be talking to us. Surely, when such a great movie.
I'm often asked to describe MovieFest. It's hard to find the right adjectives, but if I had to, I'd call it velvety, rich, smooth, delicious, a Czech-style lager brewed with all European barley and hops.
How has Schouwen's return affected MovieFest?
Schouwen, welcome back.
Good morning.
Does he seem rusty at all? Or is he already back in peak MovieFest form?
Is he rusty?
A rusty venture is when you take your finger and run it around a guy's while you pull the guy off into his own. What?
Yeah, I don't think he's rusty.
So this is your first MovieFest in person in how long?
So long that I don't actually know.
Schouwen being here absolutely swings the needle of MovieFest towards chaos, and I'd have it no other way.
Everyone who lives in this house is a genius.
I had no other.
Yeah, honestly, this is how he always is.
Do you feel like you're a better person for having skipped than any MovieFest?
You know, I wouldn't use the word better. More grounded, sure. Happier, sure. More moral, sure. Better in every way, possibly.
And it has affected MovieFest for the positive.
Yeah.
I think he has come back as if I don't know. This is a hard question to answer.
Feel like now that you're back, all your old habits have returned?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I feel like people bickering and being whiny that their movies didn't get through is really important. Like, for a long time, we only had
It was
She-Bar.
just me for too long.
Yeah. Then this year, we even had a part where even Koenigs was like, I haven't gotten a movie in yet. And he was doing it to make fun of people.
But
if you take
the
it
vibe,
seriously,
the vibe.
and he got his movie through.
Well, what time is it right now? About 9:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
So for example, I'm going to drink a beer right now. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
I think it's probably just been practicing this whole time because he hasn't missed a beat. It's like, you know, I don't know if it's just like a riding his bike thing, but I think it's more likely that he's stayed in training. He's kept up all his best MovieFest bits.
Every single person got a movie through.
Even Eric Weiss?
Even Eric Weiss,
Wow.
and he was really excited about this movie.
Just loved it so much.
He totally knew about its existence.
Well, I was actually just drafting my own suicide note just now. Dear everybody, as some of you know, I have 32 fleeting minutes of happiness per school day during lunch, which has been eaten up again and again by the same especially badly dressed student. And I finally thought, you know what? I would rather have the dark, empty nothingness. I really would. It sounds relaxing. Have a nice life without me, fuckers.
And really just wonderful to have him back.
Yeah.
In our life and back in the fest. It hadn't been the same without him.
All right, well, you've heard it here first. Schouwen, new degenerate.
Please explain why virtual reality has been such a controversial topic at this year's MovieFest. I feel like it's because we're not able to embrace change. There are ways.
That's it.
This year I have a deep disappointment and feeling of letdown from Elliot Dutcher.
There are way too many constitutionalists.
Virtual movie pick, a disaster. Just wildly, just not the right way to go.
They don't understand that this is a living, breathing document. It's meant to be rewritten every 20 years. We're 22 years in.
Sort of threw me into a tailspin of what's happening in my life even.
And virtual reality represents the future.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Elliot, but I'm disappointed in him.
Like MovieFest, probably 20, I'm even gonna say 5. We're all just gonna be docked into our virtual
25
stations. Watching some VR movies.
So if you could never leave your house and communicate us only through the VR verse, the metaverse,
you would do that one year.
We did do it. It was a virtual movie.
No.
MovieFest.
I'm American basketball player. Let's return to the Wizards.
I like how you can write these incredible questions, and yet when I ask you some questions, you're like, "What's a movie fest?"
You had to save it for the gimmick.
Clearly. Thanks, Kadix. Bringing your A game only for yourself.
Why did Elliot get to ask 3 questions when he was told he would only get 1 question?
Oh, come on, I've given you some gems over the years.
I don't know if you've seen, actually I didn't mention the second one, but I did include why did Dutcher get to ask 3 questions?
That was great. I was hoping that would get it.
I don't know, because he is a spoiled brat.
He is the rules.
He is the rules. He's the tuna.
These the tuna rules.
Yeah, tuna rules.
And as always, any final thoughts?
I don't know if I really had any thoughts.
I mean, I just want to, again, shout out Wacky Wig. I mean, there was a lot of hype about Scown's return, Scown coming back after a long absence, a lot of business meetings, but Wacky Wig has also been kind of absent. And I think the way it showed up for the group, showed up for us all, was a really special moment in dropping, Cocaine Lenny or whatever that movie was.
Yeah,
the fish movie. I think it was a moment we'll remember for a long time, maybe until we die.
I gotta get up.
I'm gonna just say in an earnest note, I'm known for being earnest, and I love you all.
Family and friends, we come together for a day, a yearly tradition of love.
That didn't rhyme.
I'm so happy to be here. It's hard to describe my excitement, especially the week before. Because, unlike most group members, I worked all week. And every morning I was getting up, actually stoked, knowing that MovieFest was coming, and deciding how I would lie about a COVID test if I needed to the group, and what were the moral implications of that.
We are sharks. We don't stop moving.
Here, here.
Here, here.
MovieFest is the best. We love you all.
Yeah, baby.
Let's get them up.
Whoa! Jesus. Do we get that on camera?
Oh, yes.
Hello, everyone. It is time once again to reward the box for MovieFest year 2022. The box is, of course, given to the winner, as voted on by those present. We will begin by hearing nominations.
I have a nomination.
Mr. Combs.
I think Elliot Dutcher, who has set up this place, who met me at 2 o'clock in the morning at JFK, fully decked out in tie-dye, ready to guide me after, and stayed up till 2:30 in the morning that night, and got my ass out here, and then did the most thorough cleanup job of the kitchen that I have ever seen. I think Elliot Dutcher toggled snaz blasters, he crumb-walled stuff, it was all through. Elliot Dutcher, I think, deserves.
No other man would be brave enough to pour out 12 cans of root beer.
I want to specifically not nominate Tom Koenig, because the first half of the things he said about me were really things about him, and he's playing mind games. Anyone else?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Zach Van Scown because he has Prodigal son. A triumphant return to the fest. It's been a number of years, and he came back in full form, great form, and now we're happy to have him back. We have another nomination, and I think the real triumphant return, as great as Scown's return was this year's Wacky Wig.
That is true.
We're just nominating him. Did not just pick, it then created a whole new rule by making an illegal movie on the reroll, setting MovieFest precedent and making sure that year 22, the comeback, will always live as an origin point for new short film shenanigans.
That was basically the Marbury versus Madison.
I think Wacky Wig deserves
We've been calling it the comeback all day.
Yeah.
I nominate Rob because he's having a 3rd child, hopefully a boy this time. We'll see if it goes well.
Nancy the baby.
Vladimir Ilyich.
Now, in a sense of anal compulsiveness, I have gotten rid of every piece of paper in this house. So we have nothing with which to write down our votes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the ceremonial votes, of course. Oh, you want the action shot?
I mean, it is what it is, yeah.
All right, the first vote goes to Wacky Wig. We have one for Wacky Wig. No. Oh, I believe this says Dutcher. I can see a DUT. We have one for Dutcher. Hey, if not, maybe I'm cheating in favor of myself. Oh my god. Whoa. Well, that's a Wacky Wig. Wacky Wig. Good thing Tony could read that. We have a TK. I don't recognize the TK, so that's disqualified.
It's fair.
Yeah. ZDS, we have a Zachary Van.
Whoa.
So, can anyone be a tiebreaker for Wacky Wig?
What happens if there's a tie?
Yeah, that's a good
Or
point.
does it go to next year?
No,
Is
there's
there
no
no winner of
Two-Box, like,
Yes! That's an excellent question. Because the tie did happen. We have a second vote for Elliot.
Whoa!
Elliot and Wacky Wig. We have to. Well, no. One goes to me and one dishonored.
If we go to a runoff election, we can only vote for one of the two.
Yeah, I think that's clear what I said.
Maybe 180
Alright, you're good.
for,
It would be funny. Well, I'm a contestant. Should I be voting? We have our first vote for Wacky Wig.
Wacky Wig!
In a commanding lead. We have. You do not have to worry about the tie, as we have a surprise vote for Satan. We have another vote for I see a W. It's a Wacky Wig. Another vote for I'll hide it because that would give away the end result. Oh, here's one for Elliot.
Yay!
Let's see. We'll pretend this is Elliot to make it dramatic. But Wacky Wig.
Wacky Wig! Yay!
Wacky Wig! Wacky Wig! Wacky Wig!
Excellent. Now, unfortunately, Wacky Wig is incapable of opening boxes.
Incapable indeed.
Oh wait, is he? Evens for open, odds for closed forever.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair. You know what? Wacky Wig approves.
Can we have another round of voting on
Evens for open. So evens is open. Odds is stays closed forever.
I can't believe we moved on so quickly from Sheba.
Evens!
Okay. Wacky Wig has won. Let me tell you, Wacky
So
Wig got
good.
some great prizes in here, everybody. Alright. Wacky Wig has got Weiss's 3 packs of freezing now. And a mystery envelope.
Oh yeah, there's a mystery envelope.
Ooh. Let's see what is in the mystery envelope.
I love that that's the only other thing.
Yeah, yeah. Wacky Wig's very happy. It replaced the cards that were lost voting for Wacky Wig. Memorial photographs of all of us at a young age, an actual reward.
What is that? Oh, they're great.
It would have been amazing if this was locked away.
I was like, uh-oh.
Everyone come look around.
Oh, wow.
Are these sweet pictures of us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Only fitting that Wacky Wig got this.
Every movie fest has its ups and downs.
Certainly.
I want to do the 1 minute, but we're not quite there yet.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the countdown to get there. 1 minute!
1 minute!
Woo! It is like a real journey of just experience. But I think it's been like it always is. Good, bad, frustrating, wonderful, special. Sort of everything.
I like adult Rob because by the time I turn around, he's already in his car. Dutcher right next to it, and I go to give him a hug, and he's already out of the driveway.
Get out quick. Are we doing a countdown?
10!
9, 8.
I mean, I think it's like a lot of different holidays. It's not really about the content of them. It's less about like the Christmas tree, toggling a Shaz blaster.
Yeah.
That's less important. Even like a special meal. It's just about having some sort of ritual by which you can connect with and reaffirm the love you feel for the most important people in your life. And that's really how MovieFest feels to me, and this year has been no exception.
Mm-hmm. It's been real.